Do Russians think Trump will stop the Ukraine conflict? I'm an American in Moscow, Russia on starry Arbat, and we're going to ask Russians in English on the street if they believe Trump will end the Ukraine conflict, but I'm not going to do it alone. I'm with Stan Fillin. Stan, in your opinion, your Russian opinion, what do you think Russians are going to say?
Probably going to say no. You might get some yeses, but I'm guessing most people will say no because it doesn't really matter anymore.
All right, let's find out. Welcome to EXPAT American. I am the EXPAT American. Let's see what Russians think today.
I'm waiting for your cues.
All right. Do you speak English? Okay, so now I'm looking. I'm on the prowl. Are you Russian?
Yeah, I am.
I'll cut that out. Do you think that Trump will end the Ukraine conflict?
Well, you know, if the country and the future of the country is in danger, we should have more kids.
Okay, what do you think of Trump in general? Fantastic. Good English. Let's go. I like it. What do you think of JD Vance, his running mate?
And I don't know how true this is, but apparently like 5% of the Russian population speaks English. So
Only 5?
yeah, you're looking for maybe a lot more in the bigger
more in
cities,
Moscow, of
obviously.
course. Yeah.
But
So maybe 30%
yeah, right.
in Moscow. No, you don't think so?
I don't think so.
It'll take 24 hours. I know Zelensky well. I know Putin well. I would get that ended in a period of 24.
You can break that deal.
100%.
So now I'm going to do it, man. I'm looking for open faces.
Do it now.
I will. Do you
Open
speak
face.
English? He doesn't speak English. Do you speak English? She didn't say no in English. So Sam, what do you mean exactly? It doesn't matter anymore.
My generation and the previous one, we've seen so many different American presidents give so many promises, and after all that's happened, I personally think that it doesn't really matter who is in office anymore in the States, because we know, at least I understand that the powers that actually control, and I'm not gonna delve too much into it, it could be just my opinion, but they're not, the powers that actually control everything in the States, they're usually in the shadows and they're not seen. And it doesn't matter who's representing them. They've already set the course of the ship, and I don't think they're going to change course anytime soon. So in my opinion, it doesn't really matter who's president. Trump, Obama, Hillary, another Bush, it doesn't matter. It's still going to continue. The same stuff's going to happen. And we're going to have another year of a very, very interesting, tragic, and potentially good, you never know, news coming out of both the U.S. and Russia.
Your attitude is probably healthy because it'll either stay the same or you'll be pleasantly surprised. Do you want to speak English on camera?
No, thank you. No, that's all.
Okay, cool.
This is a weird cold because my fingers are cold and I'm in gloves.
It's kind of difficult.
Okay.
You're kind of different.
I'm looking for friendly-looking people. Will I find that in Russia?
That's actually that's funny because most people say that, Russians have that resting, I'm not going to say the word B-face, right?
Yes.
So you're like, am I going to find friendly people? You know how it works here. They're friendly once you meet them, so.
Sir, do you speak English? Okay, that's good. He did good. He's well-trained. He's probably lived in New York. Just keep walking. Don't acknowledge them. Do you speak English?
Yeah.
Are you Russian?
Yeah, I am.
Do you think that Trump will end the Ukraine conflict?
I guess it's going to be difficult for him, since there are a lot of people who are willing against this.
Do you think that he'll be able to do it, though?
I would say it wouldn't be just him. It would be the whole world who wants to stop this.
Okay. But what's your prediction?
Oh, okay. I would say this or next year is going to be over.
Really? Okay.
I hope so.
That's
Yeah.
encouraging. What do you think of Trump in general?
I like him. I prefer him over the Democrats because he is, let's say, he respects the American people and I think for the common people, it's better to have him as a president than Mr. Biden or Kamala Harris.
What do you think of JD Vance?
I don't know him well, so I can't really say anything about him.
And I'm looking for English speakers because Americans don't like to read their videos. And
Americans don't like
if we
to
do
read.
it in English, we'll have like 4 or 5 times more views than if we do it in Russian. Do you speak English? She doesn't.
Because it took her a long time to say no.
Do you speak English?
Нет.
Good job. First person to say "niet," to say no in Russian. Do you speak English? She laughed at me.
If they say I'm as strong as you, I'm debating like me trying to lift you up and then going, okay, lift Joseph up. See if
That's
you
a
can
good
do that.
idea. Not this month though, since my back is messed up.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Do you guys speak English?
So.
Do you so? Can you speak it excellently for me? Do you want to help a poor American who needs help in Russia? Lost in the city? So do you want to answer questions on camera?
Answer questions on camera.
You did that very well.
Let's
All right, I'm glad you said so because you're already on camera. Okay, here it is. Are you Russian?
Yes.
Do you think that Trump will end the Ukraine conflict?
He likes crypto technologies.
Yes.
And I think that war is not interested for him.
So do you think he'll stop the conflict? Do you think he'll be able to negotiate the end of the conflict?
I think that he don't give them another money for another conflict.
I see. That's a reasonable prediction. What do you think of Trump in general?
I think he's a very interesting businessman, and he's very intelligent person who try to change our world with crypto technologies.
What do you think of JD Vance?
I don't understand.
That's his vice president, JD Vance.
A vice president.
Trump's second in command.
I don't know who is it.
He has a beard.
He's a beard.
He has a beard.
Beard.
That's okay. You don't need to know who he is. I was just curious.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do you want to answer questions in Russian now? Okay, goodbye. That was good.
Yeah, it was difficult. As soon as I asked that question, one of the guys was like, no, get out of there. Get out of there.
How are your toes?
They're still there.
Okay. Mine are getting a bit numb. So Stan, as I wait for the next person, what is easier to do well, this or strike ball? Well, I did guns in Russia already. So.
Okay. Well, this is airsoft in Russia. How about that?
No, not very interesting.
Fine. This is military training in Russia.
Russian combat training.
Strike ball.
Okay, just checking.
It's a lot easier.
And your superhero name is Agent Kremlin?
Against Kremlin.
Agent Kremlin, which means agent of the Castle Kingdom?
Oh, no, the Kremlin. You're wearing a mask. You're just having fun with people. Here, why don't you ask him?
Where? Who?
Right in front of you. There's a guy looking.
Sir, do you speak English? No? Okay, he doesn't speak English.
This is going to be difficult for you.
Yeah, I know. But it's part of the fun. Ladies, do you speak English? No? Do you speak English? No?
I have a feeling we're in the wrong place.
We're halfway through. We can do it. How about this person? She looks like she speaks English.
Halfway through what?
Well, we've got 2 people. We're rocking and
Oh
rolling
yeah,
with this video.
that's definitely That's a hit.
I'm
That's
thinking
them.
positively, Stan.
I am thinking. You can hear the positivity in my voice.
How about these guys? They speak English? Do you speak English? No. No? Okay. They don't speak English. But they said no in English.
I was about to say.
Man, do you speak English? Do you speak English? Do you want to speak English on camera?
My English is not very good, but okay.
Do you think that Trump will end the Ukraine conflict?
I don't know. I think what Trump is American president, and we are in Russia, and we are in this conflict is very deep. So I think no. I think no.
Okay, what do you think of Trump in general?
Political discussions. Yeah, I don't know. I think that things what he do about abortations, it's not very good. Things of traditionalists is not very good. I am just front of it.
What do you think of his running mate, JD Vance?
Don't know him.
He has a beard.
Weird. Wow. It tells nothing about him.
Smart answer. Thank you, madam.
Thank you. Good day.
You know why this was actually easier when we did the filming in Park Победы?
Stan and I decided to run on over to Victory Park, and that is the Napoleon Arch behind us, I believe, with Victory Day decorations. Why?
Because people there went for a walk.
The only burning that's going to happen is my face from the wind and the snow.
But yeah, they're more on a mission.
Yeah.
I agree. So you have to look for people that are walking a little bit slower. Do you speak English?
A little bit.
Do you want to speak English on camera?
Oh no.
No? Okay.
No.
I release you. Ma'am, do you speak English? No? Okay, she doesn't speak English.
They speak English. You know why?
Do you speak English?
Yes.
Do you want to speak English on camera?
No, thank you.
Are you sure?
Yes.
My son speaks English.
Oh, well, let's get him. Does he want to speak English? Come here, son. Do you think Trump will end the Ukraine conflict?
Maybe.
What do you think of Trump?
He is a smart guy.
What do you think of JD Vance?
Oh, I don't know about him.
And back in the shot, standing here, thinking warm thoughts, because it's cold.
So, Stan, it's been almost a year since you and I toured the captured NATO tanks. I don't know if that is battle damage or if it's just dirty. So, Stan, I am a little bit emotionally disturbed being here. You appear to be stoic about the whole thing. So why do you think that is? Why is it not?
Well, because logically you expect, if you're Russian, you expect these, and you know history, then you can expect something like this to happen once every 80 years or so. I'm just surprised that I am actually living through one of these times. I'm living through this moment where once again there are foreign troops on our soil. So when I'm walking around, I'm seeing all these different vehicles from other countries, and to me it's interesting, but it's not shocking.
So it's another year of the SMO. Has your opinion of the situation changed?
It hasn't been a year, it's been 6 months.
No, it's Victory Day.
Yeah.
So how long is that?
6 months, been more than that. Half a year, been more than half a year.
Almost a year, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Not
So-
a year.
Almost a year.
A year will be 5 months from now.
All right, 9 months. It sounds more dramatic.
Americans
if I-
and math.
It sounds more dramatic if I say it's been a year. So
I
has
swear,
your
ne-
opinion changed much?
About what exactly?
This is the whole situation. Because we're now almost 3 years into this thing.
Well, it depends on how anti terms and conditions you want me to get. I mean, I'll use really, really passive language, but if you really want my opinion, that
Give
this
me an opinion for this algorithm, and then you can give me one for my other algorithm.
you know what? I'm gonna choose my words carefully, very carefully, because of the YouTube algorithm.
Wait, 1 second. Do you speak English?
No, we are just
Okay. She said no, but they're just in a hurry.
They're in a
I
hurry.
think that
They don't
means
speak
yes,
English
they
in
do
perfect
speak
in
English.
perfect English. She said no, but we're in a hurry. How many people who don't speak English know we're in a hurry? It's like, do you learn that in school? Hey, by the way, if some tall guy stops you on the street, just tell him no, we're in a hurry. Actually, no, that might actually work. Anyways,
Okay, yeah,
so,
you were going to say how your opinion has improved or decreased dramatically in the past year.
my opinion.
I've decided to cut this speech and move it to my Telegram channel just to be safe, because the algorithm here is kind of touchy. The link is below, and I will remind you at the end of this video to go check it out.
Здравствуйте, ребята, вы говорите по-английски? Тут американец скучает, хочет поговорить по-английски с кем-то.
I'm an American. Come here, be brave, sir. The women are looking at you. Be brave. Darn it. Do you speak English? Yes. Do you want to speak English on camera? I'm speaking English on your camera. Yes? Yes. Okay, great. Awesome. Do you think that Trump will end the Ukraine conflict?
I think not.
What do you think of Trump?
I think Trump just a businessman, and he don't think about this war or this conflict, and he not resolve it.
What do you think of JD Vance?
I don't know who it is.
That's Trump's second in command, his vice president.
Don't know about.
He has a beard. You have a good question. It's good. The one you're asking in Russian. Do you guys speak English? No? Okay. They all say no in English, though.
I don't think in terms of winning and losing. I think in terms of getting it settled so we stop killing all these people and breaking down this country. Now,
So, Stan, what do you think? Will Trump end the Ukraine conflict?
Well, he has a good plan, that's for sure.
He does? Or are you being sarcastic?
I think I'm being a little bit too dry in the sarcasm. Listen, you never know. But the idea that, you'll say, hey, you stop or else I'll give all the support, and then tell the other guy, hey, you stop or I'll withdraw all your support. I mean, technically speaking, that's a pretty interesting way of doing the negotiation. But telling president of Russia, hey, you know what? It sounds like a challenge if you tell him, hey, stop, or else I'll give more weapons. And be like, okay, challenge accepted. That's what we've been saying this whole time. So it's a good idea on paper, but yeah.
I think my English is too bad.
You sound great. You want to try it?
Okay.
Okay, here, right here. Do you think Trump will end the Ukraine conflict?
Oh no, bye.
Does that mean he won't, or you don't want to?
I'm telling you, you chose a very, very, very difficult question for someone to answer.
Well, that's good. It needs to be difficult, right?
No, not difficult because people have to stop and think about it, but difficult because people don't want to show their face on camera.
Yes,
while answering.
I know. But people want to know difficult things. They don't want to watch cat videos. At least I hope not. Here comes some luggage. We can't do anything while that luggage is rolling along. Do you speak English? Yes. Do you want to speak English on camera?
No.
Why not? Be brave.
I want everybody to stop dying. They're dying. Russians and Ukrainians. I want them to stop dying.
Well, I feel like he has said it so many times he's going to stop it. He makes himself look like a fool at this point if he doesn't stop it. And the only way I see that he could be so sure he's going to stop it is if he's just willing to just yank all the funding.
I'll have that done in 24 hours. I'll have it done. You need the power of the presidency to do it.
But you won't say that you want Ukraine to win.
How many times have you heard people who are entering the political race say a whole bunch of stuff and then not do anything at all after they're elected?
This is true.
Sir, I rest my case.
Okay, but then I would counter with, he's old, he already made a lot of money, he was already famous in media. Why would he even bother with this? I gotcha.
Why would he bother with what?
Even putting his life at risk and getting into this whole thing. He's got money, he's got fame.
That's the point. What do you do when you have everything you already have?
He's searching for the next thing.
It's
an addiction.
And there's also power. And the fact that if you're going to be and win, I mean, think about it. Everything that has been thrown against him, and he actually won the race. I mean, that is a huge win just for him. Just not just emotionally, but as a. I mean, wouldn't you love it?
It's incredible.
For example, yeah, like if YouTube does something to your channel, for example, if other people are saying no, Joe has to completely lose at everything, and all of a sudden you win.
Oh no!
Everything
it's an incredible comeback story. This was the best year of his life.
But
After all this.
Think about what he's feeling exactly, and him also becoming the president of his country for him. That's probably twice. That's probably one of the best achievements that he could have had. That he could have done. So that's why.
Right. Do you speak English? Do you want to speak English on camera?
On camera?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Okay.
My English not so well.
I think you sound fine. Do you speak English? Do you want to speak English on camera?
Oh,
no. Okay. So what do you think of Trump? That's my follow-up question.
Ask me like 15,000
No, I
times.
said will he end the conflict? Now what do you think of him?
I don't know. Needs a haircut. Seems like he would be a fun person to chat with.
So I'm asking Russians the follow-up of what do you think of JD Vance, because I'm just curious how much they know. Because I don't think Americans could do the reverse for Russia.
Listen, you're looking for people that speak English in Russia, people that want to answer political questions in English in Russia, people that want to do it on camera, right? And then people who know JD Vance. I mean, that sounds like an insurance company for my ears. And you're asking people here, it's like not just looking for a needle in a haystack, you're looking for a golden needle in a hay of golden needles.
Well, I'm doing it, man. I'm halfway through.
And the tip has to be platinum.
So then tell me, Stan, what do you think of JD Vance?
Exactly.
Good answer. Agent Kreml.
I rest my case. Again, for the second time.
And do you speak English? No? You do? Do you want to speak English on camera? Huh? Do you? Do you want to speak English on camera?
I can.
Okay, cool. Then, do you think Trump will end the Ukraine conflict?
Sorry, no.
No? Okay.
If I told you exactly what I do, I could never make the deal. All I can tell you is that I would meet with Putin and I would meet with him, and I know exactly what I'd say to each one of them.
So, Stan, what do you think? Do you need to take back your words now that we asked these questions? Did you get a different result than what you were thinking at the beginning of the video?
No, I got the exact... What I thought was going to happen is exactly what happened. Huh? It's like that Family Guy, you know, that when you said they're at the tanning salon and there are people sitting there and going, "Oh, I told you that was going to happen? Didn't I tell you that was going to happen?"
I haven't.
I think I've sent you that clip.
I'm older than you, so
yeah,
I don't
maybe.
know.
Anyway,
I
expected a lot of people not to want to answer these kinds of questions because you picked a very difficult question just to even think about answering, let alone answering on camera. Let alone, I mean, they don't know how big your audience is. It could be 3 people, it could be 60,000, it could be 1 million. So there were some people who were educated on the subject. Lots of people, I'm sure they didn't know who JD Vance was, nor do they care.
Right.
So, I don't know. I think it went as expected.
Cool. What advice do you have for all the Russians that are watching?
Advice for what? How to spend their Christmas, or
if you want. Although Christmas will be over by the time I post this.
This is like an open mic thing, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. If you feel that a goal is too big to achieve, break it down into tiny little goals and achieve those first.
Can Anglo-Saxons also use that advice that you just gave?
Yeah, no. There's some useless piece of advice for the public audience.
I like it. All
right.
So we're going to say goodbye now. Do you want to show us your hair?
It's called winter hair.
That is winter
Absolutely sucks.
Hair on a Soviet Canadian. Guys, now it's your turn to comment and let us know what you think of this question, what you think of this video. Like, subscribe, and click the link below also for his channel. Check out this guy's channel. I'll link both of his channels. He has one in Russian and one in English. And Happy New Year.
It's cold.
It is. Stan actually put up a poll about Trump on his Telegram channel. You can see it here. And now, be sure and go to my Telegram channel and see Stan's speech that I clipped from this video because I felt it was too much for the algorithm. Oh, this is good. She's got a cute hat on.
Look for some half-shaven, blue-haired people.
Here's a chick right here.
You're up.
Ben, you're looking good. You're walking good.
Great success. Yes.
So we're looking for friendly people that we think speak English. Watch out.
The sarcasm is so dry that it can fly over people's heads sometimes.
The holiday decorations are making this street way more congested. Ben, you are doing great. Okay, so we need happy unemployed 30-year-olds. That's what I'm looking for now.
She would have been a perfect victim right there.
Are you rolling? We're stopping large crowds of people doing this.
I'm taking up lots of space.
So if I start talking to you and you see someone you like, just cut me off and go talk to them. That's pink hat, not pink hair. Should I ask this guy?
Really?
No.
You need a lesson in profile. You need to be a cop.
Too old.
You need to lesson in profiling.
For English. Just don't shake the cameraman, when you laugh at me.
Well, that should have a stabilizing feature.
Do you speak English? He's not sure.
Oh, look, there's just a floating head walking by.
A floating head?
Stupid joke, the guy's wearing camo.
Is that Data?
He said there's a floating head walking by. There's a guy in camouflage. That's a stupid joke.
Gotcha. I'll be sending chunks to Stan.
I don't need your chunks.
I'd like to get at least 3 more people before my toes break off. Unemployed 30-year-olds. Where are they?
Okay, potential cut. Stop
Yes,
for a
yes.
sec. Basically, here's the idea. There's a demographic problem in the Western world in general. In fact, usually the poorer the country, the less opportunities there are, the more kids people have. So, the more advanced the country is, the less kids people have. So my question is, okay, so if men are supposed to defend the family, men are supposed to defend the country, what are women supposed to do if the country is in danger of survival? It's quite simple.
Exactly.
Like, that's
it's
a perfect
sad.
target.
People are go for it.
Здравствуйте, извините, с Рождеством. I almost got him to say it. I was like, he was really close, and I'm like, is there a special kind of word? Tell me if you see the most feminist-looking victim.
Gotcha.
I need like I'm as strong as a man. That is exactly the answer. I mean, some people say that profiling is bad. However, it's interesting when you see people and you see someone dressed like that and giving those kinds of answers, you're like, I know exactly what that person will say.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful hair. Beautiful and hair.
Cool snow.
Yeah, not bad.
Does it feel like the end of Avengers? The end of Avengers, their uniform.
I don't remember that. I could go for a swim.
In fact, I'm so positive, I don't even know how to end that joke. Never mind.